All right, what's up, everybody? It is your boy, the one, the only Uncle Mad, heading out to Bowling Green, Kentucky today for a fantasy football draft. Not just any fantasy football draft. This event is huge. I believe it's called the Southern Bluegrass Fantasy Football. I don't even know. I've already lost the name of it. But it's a huge deal. There's like 20 leagues all drafting simultaneously. They're all in one big league together. It's a very complicated thing that I don't really understand. I don't even understand fantasy football to begin with, so you increase the size of it, make it even crazier, and it's only more confusing to me. But I went to this year before last, before everything got crazy. Didn't get to go last year, obviously, because everything was weird last year, but it was a very fun time, even though I didn't know what I was doing. It was basically just there to have fun. So we're going to have fun again. But we do have to go to Bowling Green, so that's not great, but it is what it is. Let's hit the road. Okay. So now I looked up the information. I can actually speak correctly on it. The event is called the Southern Bluegrass Fantasy Football Championship, the SBFFC. 21 divisions. So essentially there's 21 basically individual 12-team leagues within the larger SBFFC. You play out your regular fantasy season within your own division like you normally would. I think it wraps up a little earlier than they would normally wrap fantasy, like around somewhere between like week 8 to 10-ish, somewhere in that. The top teams from each division move on to the bigger fantasy playoffs. From the total of all the 21 different divisions all come together for the championship. I feel like when I did this last time, I started out pretty good. I think I was like 3 or 4-0 the first few weeks of the fantasy season, the last time I did the SBFFC, and then my team just went off the rails and died. I don't expect that to be any better this time. So this morning I got up, I put on some Titans stuff, because I was like, oh, I'm going to a football event, I'll put on my Titans stuff. But then I thought, no, if I wear my Titans gear, I'm giving away my draft strategy, which is to draft probably 7 or 8 Titans players, because they're pretty much all I know. So then I switched over to real football. Manchester United also rocking I'm going to take everything off here and fall apart as I die. My new USA hat that I bought for the September 5th match here in Nashville. September 5th? Yep, that sounds right. So yeah, I'm rocking real football gear today, not American throwball gear, but that was strategic. So I don't want people to know that I'm going to draft all the Titans players, because they're the only ones I really know. Probably a bad strategy, but they say go with what you know. And I know the Titans and not much else. So next stop, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, so we have arrived in Kentucky, but before we head over the draft, the SBFFC is providing a complimentary pre-draft lunch at Overtime Bar and Grill. So we're gonna stop in here, see what on the spread, I think it was like a buffet last time, so we'll see what they got, and we will load up before we go draft. All right, no diet today. That was a heck of a pre-draft meal. Ate way too much. I'm stuffed. Need a nap. There is a Holiday Inn Express right next to the Sloan Convention Center where we're at for the draft. Might go get a room, crash for about an hour, and come back for the draft. Probably not though. Oh, and now it's starting to rain. Ugh. Ate too much. All right, we are checked in, ready to go. It's a pre-draft. We got some silent auction items going on here. Some restaurant gift cards, looks like, on this side. Got a grill up for auction, a couple of bourbon whiskey packages. Oh, I tripped. A little Texas Roadhouse package with that one. Rafferty's, I thought they didn't exist anymore. Interesting items to bid on. Whole table's worth of stuff here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a drinker, but if you are, they do have complimentary bourbon and beer here for during the draft. It's the main stage here. Check that I'll be collecting later. Trophies for previous winners. Those will all get announced later. Little documentation of past champions here. It's all going to be going down here shortly. There's a look at all the various draft tables kind of around the room as well. Ours is back over in that corner over there. We'll be there shortly. So a little preview of where all the magic's going to happen. Soon all these names will be going up on this board. And one of these numbers will be my team full of Titans. I'm thinking Darrington Evans, first round pick. Let me know in the comments down below if that's a bad decision or not. Real talk though, there's so many people here that are so much more prepared for this than I am. Like they've got like laptops with all their data, binders full of information. I'm just out here winging it. I got no idea who I'm drafting, when, what, why, when, or where. Just here to have fun. This is all.
Like your awards, you gotta go over there to see the awards this year.
I can see it. Yep. This is all super official like. I can't understand a word this man is saying. Good times though. That Willie Beeman jersey is sick.
Twice. Sold. Number 12. 12. 400.
12.
What pick would what just went? He's got 10 and he's got 12. 10 and 12 are off the board. Starting at 250. Make this quicker. 250. Which one are we doing now? 275.
Things going according to plan so far.
Running back Alvin.
Say tight end Kyle Pitts.
Oh yeah, you can throw the flag at any of them too if they take too long. Yeah. I'm on the clock here.
Okay, so at the post round 7, 15. Ooh, voice crack. Voiced. Goodness gracious, this is falling apart. Post round 7 break. This is where we stand. I got Derrick Henry, JK Dobbins, Kyle Pitts, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, Mike Williams, and Michael Carter. All I really wanted was Henry, so I'm going to call this a success so far. All right, first break. Feeling pretty good about my draft so far, but that is most likely because I have no idea what I'm doing. Keep worrying that I haven't got a quarterback yet, but I haven't really been a run on quarterbacks yet. There's plenty of good ones still on the board. I'm coming right up when we resume with the third pick, so if I want to get one there, that's probably the best spot to do it because I got a while to go before my next pick after that, so we'll see how it plays out.
All right, so this is the highlight of the silent auction. You can have the living legend Matt Krantz, ? Give tips and advice on your local fantasy football live or online draft. Here's the bid so far. Not going well for this Matt Krantz guy.
All right, 7 rounds to go. This is where the draft is won. I want to make out a note. So far, I'm the only person who drafted somebody that had to be written in, with Xavier Jones from the Rams. All right, there it is. The lineup that's going to win the championship. Pretty solid for not knowing what I'm doing. We'll back out, see the whole draft board. Screenshot on this and let me know how much better my team is than anybody else's. Okay, so the draft is over. Feel pretty solid about my team, considering I knew nothing about what I was doing coming into this draft. Local celebrity Darren McFarlane is actually in my league, so I'll look forward to kicking his butt and proving that I am the leading voice in Nashville sports, the most intelligent, the most well-informed, the most up-to-date on all things Nashville sports. Overall, a very cool event. I think the total entry fee was like $200. But with your entry fee, you get the complimentary lunch, complimentary drinks and stuff they have here if you're a drinker, which I am not. So if you're into fantasy football, it's a pretty cool event. And I'm not even into fantasy football, and I think it's a pretty cool event. So look it up, SBFFC. Hope to see you here next year. I'll be back, and we'll be back with more videos on the channel. Titan season's right around the corner. I mean, football season, it's here, it's time. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all that other crap. Goodbye.